Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, this is a book review of Diary of a Wimpy Kid 18. So I read this book, as you would know, and it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's not like the most outstanding book he's ever written, Jeff Kinney. But it's good. It's not bad. It's not good. I mean, it's good, but like it's not the best. We all know he's made much better books than this one. Basically, Greg's school falls apart. Very disorganized. But I feel like the beginning of the book doesn't have too much correlation with what actually goes on in the book. It connects slightly, but I don't know. It just doesn't really connect with the rest of the book. He talks about how like his brain, like he wish his brain could go to school, right? And how like one thing goes out one ear and out the other and all that. Yeah. The only problem with this part of the book is that it's kind of like stupid because like he couldn't function without a brain. So I feel like this is not really relatability. It's just kind of not. I don't know. I didn't really like the beginning that much, but the rest of the book was pretty good. I like how his school fell apart, and like everything else in the book was very funny and very relatable and stuck to the Diary of Wimpy Kid aspect. But it was just kind of like another one of those Diary of Wimpy Kid books. It kind of felt like this one was a little bit more grounded, especially compared to the last book, which basically had a lot of world building about this band and Roderick's adventures. This was so much more grounded. It focused a lot more on Greg again. Luckily, it was about Greg this time. It wasn't about Roderick. It was about Greg. I'm kind of stumbling over my words right now a little bit. Now, in the back of the book, it says that, like, this description does not summarize the book. It says, but when Greg realizes this means he's going to be sent to a different school than his best friend, Rowley Jefferson, he changes his tune. The thing is, that plot point of the book is only mentioned for like 3 pages. And Rowley is not in the book. The vast majority of the book has no Rowley in it. So I don't know what this plot point's necessarily about. I know he does change his field to a degree when Rowley is going to a different school than him, but this is not a good description of what actually happens in the book. But still, the book is good. I don't really care about the summary, but I mean, that's supposed to kind of hook you in, and it didn't really follow what the book was actually about. I like, the author brought back a lot of the old story plot points he had about Greg's school. The assemblies with people in them and how it was the same actor each time. That was a very good detail. I also like this High Flyers Club thing where they let all the straight A students into a club where they could relax. Now, if this were high school, I don't know if this is high school or not exactly. At this point, I don't know what grade Greg's in. Seems like it's actually still middle school. Now, I wouldn't consider my high school the most like relatable high school, okay? And what that means is that anything that's described by Greg is not kind of what my high school's like. It's more like how my middle school was like. So that's why I'm just gonna. It probably is still his middle school, but it's very common toward a middle school after the pandemic. Like, this is why the book's kind of relatable, because this was kind of, it wasn't like completely like my middle school after the pandemic. I mean, the state his school is in is much worse than mine, but the point is that it was very relatable to how my middle school was in 8th grade. My high school, when I got into high school, we all got back on track with, we all, my, yeah, this is like me recording a video at, what time is it right now? Me recording a video at 8:58 on Friday. Now, it's not that late, but when it's on Friday, it's like dead. But I have to make this video because I really wanted to review this book for a while. Like, I got it on Sunday and I'm reviewing it now. I read it all, I finished it on Monday. I read it very slowly. I read it in very short intervals, which is surprising. I didn't read it like in 2 hours straight. I just kind of did it in 20-minute spurts. But overall, the book was pretty good. The author was able to bring back a lot of the old relatability of the school atmosphere or environment that Greg's in. This fudge dog thing is kind of true to how middle schoolers can act and how some high schoolers act. They like one of the cafeteria foods. I'm sure I could see it happening. If the cafeteria introduces this new original food, I could probably see the students liking it a lot. And when the school takes it away, I could see the students not understanding why they took it away for the funds or, right? And just kind of revolting. I don't really have too much to say about this book. That's the thing. I don't really, I just felt like out of 10, or I'll just say out of 20, because at this point, Jeff Kinney has made so many books in this series that it's very easy for you to say, very easy to make a scale for which these books can be ranked. There's so many books that you can pertain an average of what you think a good Diary of a Wimpy Kid book is, and a bad Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. And in my opinion, this book, again, was okay. For a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book out of 20, I would probably give it, as a book itself, I'll give it like a 16 or 17 out of 20, which is around 80%, 75%. No, 75 is too low. So 80%, so more like 16 out of 10, 20, or 17 out of 20, which is more like 80, 85, sorry. Did I say? I don't know. I'm so tired right now. I probably forgot what I just said in a certain way. But as a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, we'll rate it out of 10. Probably a 7 or an 8. Probably leaning more toward 8. As I said, I gave it around an 8 for a regular book. A Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, I think I would give it a 7. Now, that's not bad. The average Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, well, actually, then if we're rating on Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, no, I would give it a 6. Yeah, for Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, because most of them are good. I would give it 5 or 6. Yeah, not 7 or 8 for a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. This book, it was kind of, you could say, average for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series. It had elements that most Diary of a Wimpy Kid books have, except 17, which now after reading this book, I would actually put 17 lower, because now I know that Jeff Kinney can still make relatable books like Diary of a Wimpy Kid 18. So I would probably give this a 6 out of 10 and book 17 more like a 4 out of 10. Now, book 16 is a different story. That's one of the outstanding ones. I would say, right? So I'll probably get into that later. I don't think I'm going to make a ranking for Diary of Wimpy Kid books for a while. If he ever comes out with a 20th book, once he comes out with a 20th book, if he does, then maybe I'll do a full-scale ranking of, Diary of Wimpy Kid books from 11 to 20, and then I'll do one from maybe I'll do one from 1 to 10, like just for the 2 sets of 10 books. And then but the guaranteed list will be a ranking from 1 to 20, but that's only if he comes out with a 20th book, or if he comes out with a 19th one and says that's the last one, then I'll definitely do like ranking from 11 to 19, 1 to 10, and then 1 to 19, 3 rankings. Because I just, I have to stretch out my video ideas. But we give this book a 6 out of 10 for a Diary of Wimpy Kid book. 17 out of 20 for a regular just book that I read for fun. Usually that's Amulet, obviously. Speaking of which, you have to check out probably my next video, Amulet, my analysis of the Amulet Book 9 trailer, which I will be going through at 0.25 speed and pausing a lot. And I'm not going to share the screen on the video. I'm probably just going to record my computer because editing is something I still have to work on. I don't like editing on my phone. It's just, I don't know. So, but I don't have really too much to say about the book. It's just overall it was a pretty standard Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. It had most of the elements that he had. I just thought the only problem I have with the book is it would probably go higher if Jeff Kinney was a little bit more honest about what the book's actually about. This description and this cover doesn't explain to me that his school is on the down. It just sounds like he's having some grade problems, and that's the relatable part of the book, is that he may be having some grade problems. His tests, he's not doing well on tests or subjects. I mean, this math, there's nothing really math doesn't really have anything to do with the book. It has something to do with school, but it is all about his school, but it's not really about what's shown here. So I would say that's the only thing I would critique mostly. But thank you for watching this video. I'll probably be recording my Amulet Book 9 trailer analysis right after this, but uploading it much later. So make sure to check that out when it comes out. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for all the support so far. And I will see you in the next video, or talk to you rather.